Hey, good afternoon. I didn't have time to go through the list from yesterday. When you're actually in the vacation mode and not in the training mode, then, or trading mode, then it's hard for you to just to catch up on. So, just back to your routine, trying to get things straight. Just gonna look at the market for this afternoon. So, choppy market. Um, Stocks are probably moving up and down, but building, there's not a lot of sell off. Oil sold up a little bit. Um, Otherwise, just yeah, kind of choppy. Also going up to an uptrend as well. As you can see, the Russell still moving up from its bottom. So the market's still showing a lot of strength. Semiconductors consolidating. Right, semiconductors consolidating right now. See what's made a move this morning and what's made a downtrend move. Let's see. Trip advisory holding, yeah, it went up pretty high. Tesla is a buy for today for sure. Uh, Hit the trend mark here, and now it's off. It's resisting at the $947, but it's holding on pretty strong, as you can see from the hourly. But it's the buy today. Illumina, no, it's not a buy. This one's setting up too as well. So he's hitting that trend mark. DDS, it's from the earnings play, still moving up from the first day of the earnings report. Yeah, it'll be too late. And she was 1, 2, 3, 4 days ago, breaking this trend. And then building up as well. There's a trend line there. This one broke out from let's see, it's almost a 6-month base before it broke out. Made a 14% move. This one's building. This one also broke out from a long range base back in April. So it broke out an all-time base here, starting from June of last year. It's just kept on building a base, and then finally broke out 4 days ago. Shockwave. And then building. This one needs to be 10 days need to catch up, 20 days need to catch up before it bounces again. Still holding strong though. This one again, holding. This monster, we missed it again. There's first entry, second entry. We missed this monster. 19% move today. Rhyme. RYTM. Crazy move ever since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost 3 weeks ago. If you entered 3 weeks ago, and how much? That's 393% move. That's a monster stock. So I'm seeing a lot of setups there. Stocks setting up for another leg up, for especially in the Nasdaq and the technology companies. It is consolidating, but could potentially make another move up. This one, another monster here. Look how it consolidate back in 2000 last this beginning of the year. It fell, built the base, broke off from the base. This one was in our list, yeah, last week. Still in our list, but we kind of missed it. Missed the entry. 11% move. PGY, remember I mentioned last week? And it still could go down based on this range here. See how it's bouncing off this. So when it breaks, there's another entry for you. But I'd rather enter here today. Our CMT made a huge bounce back in April. It's almost 2%, 200% move. Now it's just fallen. Jack bounced on earnings, broke out the bottom low here. RYI, I entered this day and they got stopped out here. Now it's continuing to bounce up. It's a slow moving stock. That's why I got out. Usually when what you want to see is your first entry here, and it's gonna make a 3-day move before you sell. In an ideal world, right? We missed entry on the couple of days ago. Moving 1, 2, 3, 4 days. 4 days right now. Straight up. Coin is actually building. Probably with the technology sector. If that technology sector moves, coin will move with it too as well. Overall, it's not a huge bounce this morning. Just a couple of stocks trying to build the space before it moves up. This semiconductor, the leading semiconductor name right now because of the moves that it's making right now. From bottom, made almost 50% move since July. Well, in Nvidia, another semiconductor is just lower, creating a base here. It's a long base since May. So if you enter the stock on May and you're holding, you're not making any money because it hasn't broke out from this range, right? This one's setting up well, very nice. It's riding the 10 days moving average, 20 days moving is catching up. So it's a nice one for a watch list for tomorrow. Fisker made a move. Beam. I mean, it's a bit slow moving, but I mean, if the market catch up, then you'll have a nice bounce. Let's change this a little bit. It's creating a small cup and handle. We're gonna watch this, okay? Sega still remaining high from our if they're entry from 2 days ago. Still strong. Sega's this huge momentum stock, 200%. If you're buying from back in June, or even the entry here, $14.78. So then you're probably making 66% move. You might have been stopped off this day. See how that was a sold off here. goes all the way down to like 13, and then continue to move up. So you might got stop here. Products made a move today, kind of trying to bounce. There's a limit here as well. It's just a small base. I just put it in our list here. Retail's slow moving, right? But it sometimes moves. Um, in a couple of weeks, you can get like this one here, 41% move, right? Rue, I would thought there was a choppy stock. I saw the jump that day, this day here, but it looks choppy to me. I didn't play, but I guess that was a bad decision. Yeah. It's a nice breakout now. Road, Road's building a strong base trend line. See, these kind of moves shows you where the money is going, right? People are putting money into it, so it kept on building a lower highs and higher lows. And then when it consolidate, that's when it's calming or cooling, trying to, there's no movement in buying and selling. And once it does move, there's volume coming in. There's a volume higher than all the other original average volume of 182. The day that it moved, it's double or triple the volume. PYCRs also building. It could have been this is a pullback. Stock made a move, pull back, bounce on the 10-day moving average, and then it could be it's a nice buy today, but there's another opportunity if it breaks this range. PYCR. This kind of like a choppy stock, solar, but it kind of failed on the earnings day. But look what happens. It hits the 50-day moving average, riding the 50-day moving average since June, and it's not giving up, so it moved up and grinding to go to a higher level if it breaks this trend line. TTD as well. It's building. I'm seeing a lot of setup for today. That means market's strong. It's trying to build another high. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But today seems to be choppy. But tomorrow looks like there's a lot of setup, a lot of potential. This is monster move as well. Stem as well. So a lot of stocks moving big moves. Like a Tesla. Broke out from the range. Entry would have been here, and if you hold it, it's still looking strong. Entry would have been this as well, and today. So there's three different entry levels for Tesla, and today's the entry level as well. All right, let's see what stock's giving up its gain. So bearish. So not bad, and not a lot of stocks are giving up most of its gain. This one's, from a huge bounce. You bet people are going to sell, right, on top, but it's still keeping up on the 20-day. 20-day exponential moving average. Seeking biology. This one gave up on its range, right? This one fell. So it looks like the Dow seems to be weaker than the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's actually building down today. The Dow today seems to be weakening, but this stock here is building up as well. This one building up as well. So a lot of stock in my watch list today. This one sold off. Didn't make the bounce that it should make on yesterday's entry or Friday's entry. But this is already exhausted. I mean, it's a long let's see here, long bounce since June, 2 months bounce already. What you want to do is enter early. Either enter early, set a a close stop, or look at this stock and say it's been making higher lows or making highs since 2 months, so it could be exhausted too, right? Square. This stock looks strong too as well. Some news catalysts, the biotech company. So not a lot of stocks are selling off, and the sell-off is not that strong. So it looks like the market's still trying to fight back on the bears, and the bull seems to be winning so far. See our entry and our stock list for today here. PI, I probably sold off on my stop line here at $96. So I'll remove that. ACLS still holding. I mean, it did bought it here, made a move, pulling back, but it did hit my entry level or stop level. So we're still holding that. This one seems to be selling off. Entered here, didn't make a huge move. It did build a huge range. Would have been nice if it went bounce, but it didn't bounce. So this one sold off. Hit my trend line here at the beginning of the day. Hit the trend line, bounce back up. So the only thing I'm holding right now is ACLS. It's good entry here for PGY. Could be another entry for tomorrow if you want. But look at it. This one bounced, but not a strong bounce. Peel up still. If you bought GTX, HX is still holding strong. PI. Building, infant building, team building. This one already bounced. Remove it from our list. Car building, power building. So a lot of these stocks are building that base and trying to break the trend line. This one already broke out. TDTN. It's entry for today. TD building, TDTN already broke, so let's remove this guy here. Sucks. Some nice entry for tomorrow. AMD. This one already broke out. Okay, probably go in and have a look at the stocks tonight as well, just to make sure we're not missing anything and trying to get in tune with the market again after the weekend. Um, don't play aggressive. Looks like the market is still in a choppy mode. Either reduce the amount of stocks you're buying, or reduce or set, I guess, sell early, sell more, set your stop tight, and just watch what the market's doing. Have a good one. Bye bye.